Hey everybody, Caleb Lloyd, Blue University. Welcome to a quick presentation and a gift that we are giving away to be able to review some things. We're going over the assets and investments of high net worth individuals and ultra high net worth individuals also. And we're going to be going over that today. A lot of this information is provided by Statista and others, and those references can be provided on the document you can download after this also. So basically, the whole entire idea is to show you that there are a lot of people with money, and where are they putting it during this whole entire time? Because we have got COVID and we've got all these different things that we've got to deal with now, which is a little bit different. So how is everybody reacting to it and that kind of thing? And this is really going to help you work on deals, because if you get a file and the company is in the wrong spot and the money isn't there, then you'll know that you are working a deal for free and probably won't go down. So understanding where the money is going and coming from and all of those types of things is really important. And that's what the hopes of this type of thing is. So just wealthiest individuals worldwide as of March 2021. And some of this information does need to be updated a little bit, but this will kind of give you an idea. But you do have your famous people, right? Bezos, Musk, and actually that might have changed recently, but either which way, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Zuckerberg, and all the rest. But there are a lot more of them, and some of them you don't even know. And these are people, let alone trusts and other companies and things like that. The high net worth individuals worldwide, 2010 to 2020 by region. Basically, kind of goes to show North America, Asia Pacific, Europe has a really good stronghold, and Asia Pacific mainly because the funds have a hard time leaving. Even in places like Singapore, Hong Kong, has a hard time getting out. So the whole idea that if you're going to be able to get funds out of a place like the Asian market and put it into a different place is not a really good idea. It's probably not going to happen. The North American market does include, obviously, Canada also, but you have Canada and the United States, and both countries you can hold them accountable pretty much at the highest extent. And the same thing would be Europe, and that's why they're on the list also. Latin America would be next, Middle East, Latin America probably because of their resources also. So number of high net worth individuals worldwide, 2010, 2020 region in the millions. This is the millions. So this just goes to show there's way fewer billionaires than there are millionaires. There's a lot more millionaires, obviously. But all of the millionaires, most, I should say, of the millionaires seem to be in North America, Asia, and Europe. So if you're working a deal that's between 1 million and 999 whatever, and they're not in one of those areas, I would be a little suspicious. The number of this is ultra high net worth, 2020 by region. In North America, there are over 190,000 ultra high net worth individuals. And that's not including trusts or other things. There are, you can look this up, there's over 22 million millionaires in the United States alone. That's pretty clear information. Europe, Asia, Middle East, all the rest are running down also. Number of ultra high net worth individuals in such countries 2021, United States, then China. Ultra high net worth obviously is the highest amount you can be. Financial investable wealth, that's the amount that's available to invest in. So again, looking at these kind of reports, if you have somebody coming out of a country that's not wealthy, and also it's proven stats that the people don't have money there either, it's probably a scam or it's a waste of your time. I mean, just something to consider, unless it's possible that they've given you proof of funds or something like that. But just consider these things. The 20 countries with the most billionaires in 2022 is China. They're the number one. And one big reason why is because can be arguably a little bit inflated from some perspectives, possibly. Another thing is that they really don't have the same freedom to buy whatever they want and to leave and to invest outside and have their money move. And so it does just stay there. So the value there is a little misconceiving there, but that's okay. United States, India, United Kingdom, which is awesome with India, but that's basically the same thing with China. It's very hard to get the money out of India, And then Germany is right behind the United Kingdom, followed by Switzerland, and so on. So same thing goes there. Just make sure they're at the right location. Asset allocation is the where they're going to be putting all of their money. And so you see that there's 5 basic categories. So you've got fixed income, alternative, equity, cash, real estate. That's it. So if you are going to be focusing on one of these, then focus on one of these. It's nice that all 5 of them have a fairly equal part of the pie, an exception for cash and equity. They have a larger portion. But for the most part, that's a lot. And when you're talking a lot of money, a lot of people, 22 million millionaires in the United States, 4% of that is a lot of people. Well, this is 14, percent of what they spend is a lot. And so the market is a really large one. Assets of high net worth individuals, worth in the worldwide 2020 by region. And again, with Asia, you have real estate assets that are worth more because of evaluation and things like that, which could be arguable or not, but that's what it says here. Asset allocation to high net worth individuals worldwide first quarter. So the idea is that you can see alternative investments, cash, equity, fixed income, real estate. They have a nice pan out and equal spread. And in North America, there is a huge equity spread. Distribution of selectable investable assets. And you can look that up a little bit later, but this one right here shows selected assets held by wealthy investors in the United States 2019 by wealth segment. And you can see the investable asset portion is huge. So this is the blue part. This is the part where they would purchase possibly like a hotel or a bar of gold or maybe another business or a merger or something large like that. These people have to spend this money, and there's not a whole lot of folks that understand how to get these things done. So it's a huge problem because there's a lot of work to be done. This is a real estate investment portion of the deal, which a lot of people are familiar with real estate investments, but there's a lot of creative ways to packaging up real estate, which can be fun. Most wealthy individuals operating in the global real estate industry as of June 2021 by U.S. billions. And again, you don't see any American that I'm familiar with. Maybe Dan Gilbert, maybe there's another one here, but Peter Wu. I've actually signed a document with Peter Wu before, but yeah. So you have a lot of people. The point of seeing this is to get a lot of people globally that have lots of wealth, which is nice. But it does depend on where it is, where they are, and things like that too. Size of luxury property. So again, this is a really nice point to take a look at if you're looking into investing and putting money in a certain area, if it makes sense when it comes to value, because if the currency is too strong, it could be considered as a risk. Commercial property sectors gaining popularity by region, and you can see there's a massive difference here in the residential private rented sector, which is where they pool in all their money, they buy up a bunch of homes, and then they rent it out, which is probably going to change here soon. Share of ultra high net worth individuals who bought a new home worldwide in 2020. Well, in North America, there was quite a lot. There's a lot of tax incentives and exemptions and things like that too, which was really helpful. Leading wealth management firms worldwide 2020 based by assets under management in the trillions of dollars. And this is 1.35 trillion. Okay, so this is the amount of assets, and this is the largest. Okay, number one, and then you have number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is under $500 million, and that's Charles Schwab. So that's assets under management. Okay, so when you're talking about a file that's 100 billion or a trillion or however much that it's evaluated at, consider what the largest leading wealth management firms in the world are doing. So just consider that. And that's not just cash also. Probably half is some other kind of asset that's backing at that value. Leading reasons for selecting wealth managers, they want something that's consistent, basically, and compliance. So strong track record of performance, competitive fee structure. Yeah. They want a deal. I want to get a lot of profit out of this. Wide range of investment products, the brand and reputation, strong digital offering, recommendations, basically, sustainable investment options, diverse team advisors. So they want somebody to be able to cover it all. They want somebody that's long term, beneficial, all that kind of stuff. So they're changing, right? All of these things are changing, and these consistencies are changing. So they have to change in the way that they invest. Is the whole thing. So main financial goals discussed, managed and delegated to wealth managers worldwide. You can go through all those types of things, but they're primarily compliance. And the largest private wealth management teams in the United States. So the United States, as you saw, was the largest by a long shot. So these are the largest in the United States by client assets in the billions. So number one's 44 billion, and that's total assets, not just cash. And that's the largest. So if you're talking about doing some kind of trade and you're making hundreds of billions and things like this, that's just kind of silly. You want to make sure, and the reason why I bring these things up is because you do have deals that can come to the table that seem really crazy and outlandish, and some of them can be that way on paper until the end of the day, but most of them are not. So you have to just keep that in mind. So the leading registered investment advisor companies in the United States by managed asset billions, again, the largest one is 450, but that's not the average, is it? I mean, you go all the way down to number 3, and now you're down to 77 billion, and then all the way down from there is less. Shared high net worth individual clients, non-high net worth clients, high net worth clients. It's pretty much been the same consistency. Nothing's really changed a whole lot. Same thing there, and you can run through all the references also at the end as well. I hope you enjoy this. There's a lot of good information. Feel free to leave a comment or reach out or anything like that. But the whole idea is to be able to go off of data, take that in, and have a really good idea of the world around you, rather than just maybe just an opportunity or something. But cheers, good luck, and hopefully you enjoyed this. And keep your eye out for the second and third gift. Also, there's going to be 2 more that are just as good, if not better, than this information. Also, that'll help you navigate through this and close your first or second or third deal. All right, congratulations. I'll talk to you soon.